Welcome to a series of videos on Swedish pronunciation based on the book From English to Swedish 1, a basic Swedish textbook for English-speaking students. Hello, my name is Carol Hällgren, or Carol Hällgren as you pronounce it in Swedish. I'm the illustrator and one of the co-authors of the book From English to Swedish 1, a basic Swedish textbook for English-speaking students. Through the years, my husband and I have helped exchange students on the high school or secondary level and the university level to learn basic Swedish. We've been on the receiving end, that is to say, we have been exchange students ourselves, so we know what it's like to experience the difficulties, the frustrations, the misunderstandings of learning a foreign language, but also eventually the joy of understanding and being understood. Did you know that 2,500 years ago, the forefathers of the Englishmen and the Swedes spoke the same language? As late as 1,000 years ago, the Viking era, they were still able to communicate and understand each other without dictionaries or interpreters. There are still hundreds of words that are the same or almost the same. We've made use of this relationship in our book, trying to make it easier for you to learn basic Swedish. The texts in our book tell a story about an American exchange student who comes from 1 year to live with a Swedish family. Through the texts, you gain an insight into Swedish culture and mentality. The protagonist runs into unexpected misunderstandings and culture clashes. These are all based on real-life experiences, our own and those of the exchange students who have been in our home. If learning Swedish without the help of a teacher, you will run into difficulties already in the first chapter, namely Swedish pronunciation. For this reason, we have decided to upload a series of short videos on YouTube. We strongly recommend that you work on this chapter and not jump over it, because if you learn the pronunciation correctly from the beginning, then you're doing fine. But if you do not learn the pronunciation correctly, then it will take you much more work to dislodge that word out of your brain cells and the muscles of your mouth than to learn the word correctly from the beginning. So, let's go. Let me hand you over to my husband, who is a native Swedish speaker. Your first lesson in pronunciation, the Swedish alphabet.
Hi, my name is Bengt, and I'm going to be your guide to Swedish pronunciation. Open our book to page 13. There you'll find some information on the Swedish alphabet. It's very similar to the English alphabet, of course, but there are some differences. We have very few words with W, so we don't really count W as a letter of its own. In dictionaries, it's normally sorted in under V. On the other hand, we have 3 vowels that you don't have. They appear at the end of the alphabet, and they are O, the A with a ring over it, Ä, the A with 2 dots over it, and Ö, the O with 2 dots over it. Now, I'm going to recite the alphabet with the Swedish pronunciation, and I want you to repeat after me and imitate me as closely as you can. To make it easier for you, I'm going to zoom in on my face, and I'm going to hold up a mirror so that you can see my lips both from the front and from the side. So, here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, X, Y, Z, Å, Ä, Ö. Was it hard? Well, some of the sounds require lip movements that you aren't used to from English. But we are going to dive into the difficult sounds more thoroughly in the next video. So I'll see you then.